For the Adas Korach and his community, but we destroyed. Moshe makes a supplication to Hashem. V'yomer el Hashem al tefen el mitchosom. You should not turn favorably towards their meal offering. So Rashi cites Chazal that although it's a korban tzibur, it's a communal offering, their part of the offering should not be accepted. It should not be consumed by fire. It should be rejected. Seemingly the reason is they shouldn't have a schus. The Gemara tells us that, cites two psukim, it's in two locations, that a person should spar with a rasha. And the other pasuk says you should not spar with a rasha. So the Gemara gives a number of answers how to reconcile the two psukim. That if we're talking about a person who's a tzaddik gomor, he's an absolute tzaddik, he can spar with any rasha. But a person who's not a tzaddik gomor, he's not an absolute tzaddik, he shouldn't. Then we speak of, what about from the rasha side? What about if the rasha himself he's not an absolute rasha? He has some merit. If he has some merit, you shouldn't spar with him. He has no merit, then you could spar with him. It's unheard of. A rasha doesn't have any merit. I mean, if he feeds the pigeons, gives milk to a cat, it's considered a merit. He has some merit. And that's the way some learn rasha v'tovlo. The rasha v'tovlo very often, because he's not all evil. There's something, and since Hashem does not withhold reward from any living creature, as we say by the Kelev, also even the lowly dog, he does not, so a human being definitely not. Nevertheless, over here, Moshe said in the mincha, the korban tzibur, and the communal offering, it should not be consumed. Over here, the Rachaim HaKodesh says a principle which is very interesting. He says, that these people, the Abdas Korach, they may have some mitzvah in the past, and the merit does not allow the attribute of justice to what? To conclude. Doesn't mean the communal offering. Although it's already been a credit to their account, mitzvahs of the past, Hashem should totally ignore it as if it's been blotted from their account, from their record. So Rachaim asks the question, how could Hashem in any way nullify his attribute, that because he gives schar even to Rishoim for the little good that they had done? How could he corrupt justice? Tzaddikim are empowered to revoke and to annul any merit that a rasha possesses. That if a rasha represents evil in its truest sense, the tzaddik is able to revoke and annul that good. Vusod cites a pasuk in Shmuel, tzaddik moshel yiras elokim. The tzaddik dominates. Pirush moshel b'yiras Hashem shi'asa odom. If they see fit to uproot, to revoke that schus, they have that ability. But Hashem doesn't do that. Rosh has a schus, he allows it. But if the tzaddik feels that the schus should be nullified, uprooted, revoked, he has. Where do you find such a concept? We find that the Bezdin Shalmata, the mortal court, human court, could revoke, could condemn property, even though it's rightfully the person's. But if they feel fit that it should be condemned, they can, identically, as they can condemn on the terrestrial level, they're empowered to condemn even on the spiritual level, to revoke the mitzvah, that it should not be tola for them, it should not protect them. And especially over here, it would be a chil Hashem, that if his word would not happen, because everything's at stake. Now it's interesting. The Gemara tells us in Chelek, we know who was David's antagonist. Doeg Adomi was David's antagonist. After he died, there was a question. HaKadosh Baruch Hu asked him, should he have any children? He was the head of the Sanhedrin. He was called Adomi, although he was only 35 years old, or maybe a little less when he passed away. The elders of the Sanhedrin, they would blush in his presence. That's how great he was. So he had Chidushei Torah. He had much Navaleg. So after he passes away, they're going to study his Torah in the Beis Medrash. So that would accrue to him as a schus. David was mispalel. They should not study his Torah. So then Hashem said, what about, could he have a descendant who will be a Talmud Chochem? And since it's his descendant, whatever Torah they study, that would accrue to the father, to the grandfather. David says, nothing. Cut him off at the root. He should have nothing. What do you mean nothing? How do you have nothing? So this is seemingly, it's the same principle, that if somebody truly personifies evil, which was Doeg Adomi, as it says, that he's the one who initially spoke Lashon Hara to Shaul about David, and all the issues came about, and ultimately Shaul was killed, Ir Nov Kohanim was destroyed, many tragedies came about due to his envy of David. Therefore, David ruled that he personifies evil. Because he personifies evil, he has no relevance to mitzvah, therefore he revoked every right or every potential that he could have had.